Welcome back to Copy Trading on YouTube. Today's video is called Stock Trading for Beginners Chat, in which I provide a training session and Q&A with one of my subscribers. I want to shout out to Nigel for allowing me to publish the video in which we cover the basics of stock trading for beginners. Hope you enjoy.
Coming from a point where on a fundamental level, I get it.
Yes.
But it's not like I've ever sat down and actually had a chat with anyone about it.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Like, I only started trading last March. I did a course and I have a mentor. Actually, he's an ex-workmate. He's a successful day trader, so I learned a lot from him. So, like, I'm really lucky to have that. Like, that's the purpose of the YouTube channel, is like to
I've really enjoyed your YouTube videos, actually, which is one of the reasons why I reached out, is just to have a couple of sessions where I can think about, right, what's actually going on, what do I want to do, what strategy should I put in place, and what questions have I got, really, because you can spend an eternity hunting around for questions.
Yeah, there's so much online.
So that's it, really. That's like where I'm coming from, really.
That's perfect. Yeah. Well, I don't know, Nigel, if you want to know a bit about me. Like, I work in IT.
Yeah,
I work in IT. I have a full-time job. I work for a large IT company that takes outsourced work from larger companies, American IT companies. So I'm working on an AI project at the moment. So yeah, it's really interesting. I'm into data analytics and stuff like that. So it kind of goes with the trading. I learned a lot from the job I'm in at the moment. It's a really interesting job. I also do training at work, so I like the way that you reached out to me, because I like that in people, like that. Like that's like what I do at work. Like, I reach out to people. I find
you're never going to get any answers if you have no one to ask questions.
Definitely. And I just want to say to you before we start, like, there's no stupid questions, and even if you have to. Even if we do 2 sessions, 3 sessions, and you ask me something again, like, I don't mind. Like, I'm very patient. Like,
okay, good.
So maybe we can start off. If you have some questions, and I have some notes here from the course that I did, we can go over too. Like,
what I think is, I have got a few questions, but what we'll probably do, why don't we start going over your notes first?
Yes.
And then we can do the questions at the end.
Okay, right. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to know where you're coming from first, like, and then I could kind of set out like a lesson plan or etc. You know. So
all I'd ask you to do is just start from the beginning, because any knowledge that I've got may be correct or incorrect.
Right.
Really.
Okay. Let's start from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see my screen, can you?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so these are the notes that I've taken, like, from when I was doing the course and etc. So, okay, so when it comes to stock, you need to make a choice. Are you going to go swing trading or day trading? Okay, what I did when I started off, the best to start off to learn the buy position first, right?
Yeah.
Because it's much easier to buy a stock, because in a bullish market, so a bullish market means like the market is going up, right?
Yeah.
So it's called after a bull that strikes his horns upwards, and then a bearish market is when economy is going down. So it's much easier and safer to learn the buy position first. Okay, only after experience should you short stocks. So short is selling the stock, betting it's going to go down in value. Right, and you borrow that stock off the exchange for a small fee, so you don't own the underlying asset. And just also, it's better to buy position because when you buy position, you actually own the stock. But if you use leverage, you don't own the stock. Okay. And I would advise not to use leverage at the start, because it's a great way to lose money. Leverage it, because really you're only borrowing, like. Yeah, and the most important thing is with trading, like at the start, is not to invest with money that you need. Okay. So you should invest with money, like do your savings, do do your bills, everything like that, and then disposable income that you have at the end of the week or at end of the month, only invest with disposable income. Like I only started off like trading with like $200 or $250, 250, and as I was getting more profitable, I added in like 10 or 20% of my savings from my income each month, you know. But I did start off with virtual money first. If you see my videos, I start off with the virtual money because it's best to start off the virtual money because you can learn the actual platform. Okay. And then especially like once you're profitable, then you should move on to the real money. But if you want, you can start off with real money, but make sure it's a small amount. Because the really important thing about trading is emotions. You'll find like it's just controlling your emotions, right? Because you see the stock prices going down and then you're thinking, okay, you're gonna sell, but then that could cause you to sell too early. Or if it's money that you have that emotional attachment to, you're gonna feel bad about it, etc. When you start off, if you lose money or like etc., you sell it too early. But definitely start out. It's all about positive thinking too, like. So you should be positive, but definitely start out with small amounts, so you don't have that emotional attachment. It's money you don't care about. That's the best way to learn. Because if you put in, a lot of traders when they start off, they put in the money, they need it for the savings, they lose it, or they don't know what they're doing, and that they have bad like opinion of the stock market, and then they give up too early. So start off with small funds with the buy position. That's definitely like my mentor told me to start off with swing trading first. So swing trading is just holding the stock more than one day, from 2 days to like several weeks or months. Okay. So that's the easiest trading actually to learn, and especially now because the market's very bullish, so that the market is going up, especially in IT stocks. It's the easiest way to trade. So with swing trading, okay, so swing trading for those less experienced in the market, so you want to make a lump sum every 1 to 5 weeks. So you buy at least 5 stocks. So let's say you have like, you start out with $200, $250. You pick 5 stocks and invest 50 each in each of them. And it's best to spread your risk over different categories, like invest in IT, renewable energy, maybe a food brand, or electric vehicles, etc., like that. Different categories. So that's the best way to start out. So swing trading is definitely the easiest way to learn. Day trading, it is best to start out with virtual funds. So I day trade on the Nasdaq in America. So the trading hours for that is 9:30 in the morning, or in 9:30 till 4:30. So that is 2:30 air time, 2:30 p.m. till 9 p.m. Okay. So I can do a session with you on day trading, like how I pick the stocks and everything like that in the future. But just to know, that's the most best time to trade in the Nasdaq is the first hour, because that's when the most volume of trades is. Okay, it's the most volatility in the market. That's when the price goes up and down the most. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So here it is: open a brokerage accounts with cheap commission. You already have your eToro accounts. Yeah. So study stocks regarding the brokerage account, learn the platform. So best to learn the platform with your virtual funds first. Okay, and study, get to know how to use the actual the platform. So okay, when it comes to swing trading, everyone can make money if they follow my swing trading strategy. But if you do it correctly, don't be too eager to. I'm just reading over this. I know as a beginner, okay, excited. Yeah, so you just got to take your time, as I said, to start off with that small amount of money and manage emotions, understanding stocks are volatile. and it might not be for me. Don't invest the money you need. Invest smartly. Invest with money that won't change your life, if etc. etc. Some of this is quite basic. I don't know if you want me to move on or.
Yeah, no, that's right. You know, that's a good grounding, so that's good.
Yeah. So some of this is just starting off. Yeah. So as I said, swing trading is easier than day trading because we're letting the stocks do their thing and breed. Okay, so
yeah,
you have that time, and also with the larger companies, the larger cap companies, like the projection is usually up a bullish market. Over time, the stock is going to rise in value. Okay, so you can see we're in a really good time to do trading now, a bullish market. So like with the larger the stock is, the more emotion people have with that stock. So the more people invest in it. It's like the Microsoft, or people have emotional attachments to these brands like Colgate or any stocks like this. People know them. Like the stocks, the products that you use at home is probably the best place to start. I don't know, are you into IT or you're into...
Yeah, you know, I think the thing that in terms of investing and thinking about that, it would all be future tech, like you mentioned before, renewables, you know, EVs, biotech, you know, crypto, like CRISPR, all of these things, really.
Definitely, and it helps like that you have an interest in these products. It's products that you use every day. People have emotional attachment to it. It's like Tesla. Everyone knows about Tesla now. They have that emotion. Everyone's talking about Tesla. That's a lot to do with investing. People have the emotions, like in Apple. They use the Apple product, so they're going to invest in it, and they're going to invest for the long term. So definitely with the large cap companies. So the market cap just means how many stocks they have on the stock market by the price of the stock, and you multiply them two together, and that's the market cap. So the higher the market cap, if you look on the Nasdaq, I use this website, Nasdaq earning report, every day to find stocks for day trading. You can also use this for swing trading too. I'll just switch it up here a little bit. So just to go over here, if you type in Nasdaq earning report, so each company comes out with an earning report every quarter, okay?
Yeah.
So what did they release on them dates is the revenue.
Yeah.
Okay. And the earning per share. So the earning per stock invested. Okay. So these are two things. Okay. So these are released every quarter. So every three months. And the analysts on the stock market, they predict what the price is going to be. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're predicting. They predict like, okay, the earning per share will be 15 cents per share, and the revenue would be 1 billion. So if they release these predictions before the earning report comes out, if the company comes out with earning reports that beat the analysts' expectations on earning per share and revenue, the stock price will go up. Because it's good news for investors. So they're looking at like, okay, I'm going to invest in this stock because it come out with it beat the analyst expectations. So that's called a catalyst.
Yeah.
Right. So it's good news for a stock. Oppositely, if they miss the analyst expectations on earning per share and revenue, the stock price will go down that day.
Yeah.
Or go down in the future. Okay, that's bad news for investors, and they will get out of that stock. They'll sell their stock. So it's all about catalysts, definitely with fundamental trading. So the main points when you're starting off, like I'll just show you here. You can see here at the top, the market cap.
Yeah.
So that's what I explained, each stock multiplied by the price of the stock. So every day, you can see here, this is the day of Thursday. So I always trade the highest market cap companies. So I would go from the top of the list down, okay?
Yeah.
But I not only look at that, I will look at the big brands that people, if there's a brand here that's more well known, like Pepsi is better known than like a different like investment fund or banking, I would go with that one because people have emotions to Pepsi, that everyone knows Pepsi. There'll be more people trading that stock on that day.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So, right. So there are two things here. So like for swing trading, like I'll just show you an example here on my eToro account. So Disney, okay?
Yeah.
So I follow the stocks each day. So the last time Netflix, so what's happening in the world now is everybody is at home, right?
Yeah.
So stocks like Netflix, etc. You know from what your friends, what's happening in the world. That's fundamental, like trading.
Yeah.
So the last time Netflix, just about 2 weeks ago, they came out with their earning report, and the stock went way up. They beat analyst expectations by a lot.
Yeah.
So for swing trading, 2 weeks, Disney is going to release their earning report today.
Yeah.
They've also announced that they're offering new services. Just yesterday, they're going to do Disney Plus kind of a thing with new programs, etc. So I seen how Netflix grew on that earning report day. It went up massively, like.
Yeah.
So I invested with Disney because I knew the earning report was coming out in 2 weeks, and the stock price was a good price. Okay.
Mm.
So I know that they're going to come out, like they have the good news, they're releasing new services, etc. And the earning report today, I'm sure it's going to be really good. Like sometimes before the earning report, the price will go up. So I'll just go into this trade. So I just start off with the small trade here. I mix up my trades with swing trading, long term, and day trading. So what I'm doing at the moment, I'm like investing around 2,500 into day trading. Like I'm just building up my account slowly and surely, okay?
Yeah.
But I also invested in these copy portfolios for the long term. This is actually a really good one here to outsmart the Nasdaq. I only started it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I invested 1,000 and it's already up $244. So that's up 24.43%.
Yeah, that's
Only
amazing.
like 2 weeks ago. It's a really good portfolio. Like I would definitely recommend this one. But also with stock trading, you have to diversify because that's risk management. Do you get me?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So how the like outsmart the Nasdaq is the most popular. The Nasdaq 100 is the most popular and the most traded IT companies and pharmaceutical companies in America. All companies, the largest market cap companies in America, except banking and financial services. So they're the most traded in America, the Nasdaq 100. So then I invested in China tech too to diversify my risk. To get me? Because China's economy was up. Actually, the only economy in the world that was up this year or last year on 2020. So what I'm going to do is next, you'll see in my videos, but I can tell you now, I'm going to invest in the electric vehicle copy portfolio and renewable energy and the gig economy. These are ones I'm going to invest. So I'm going to invest in about 5, using the same swing trading strategy.
Yep.
So you don't have to do them all in one day, but as long as you build it up for the long term, that's at least 5 stocks. And the same if you're going to copy people or etc. Do it that way. So I'm slowly building this up 1,000, and once I build these up to 1,000, I will add money to the portfolios, to the copy portfolios that are making the best gains, etc. Do you get me?
Okay, that makes sense.
So build it up over time. So also, so just go back to Walt Disney. So if you go in here, so I bought it at 171, okay, and it's now, the market's closed, so it's not showing the price, but it's about 190 now at the moment. But if I go into here, I just go into the charts. So also, just for beginners, I just look at these charts. I don't really use these charts myself. I do use them, but like I use Yahoo Finance charts. Okay. So I just show you 1 week. This has gone way up, like it's up to 188 there. So what charts I use, I'll just show you here. So all I do is I put in Disney stock price first, okay? So This brings up a really cool graph from Google. It's very easy to read and simple to learn. And for an overview, you can quickly see the price of it, okay? And the trends. It's very easy to see the trends. So Walt Disney here, okay? You can see the last 5 days. So I invested down here, okay? I knew they're coming out with an earnings report. And they come out with the news also that they're releasing new services, and you can see how that went up, way up there, okay? And I expect that to go way up today. See, you see this price here, that's 189. So this is the pre-market price too. So some platforms allow trading pre-market. It's like 5.5 hours before the market opens and 4 hours after the market closes. So this pre-market is usually day traders, but they can really put up the price. Okay, so that's already up 43 cent there, 0.23, but you can see like over the last few days it's gone way up. Okay, so I'm going to sell that stock today because I know it's hit as high. I probably will sell it because if it doesn't go up much higher. Because what I also do, so I'll just show you that one, and then I put in price prediction. Okay, so this is really important too. So I use money.cnn.com. This will come up always on the first page when you put in Disney stock price prediction. So I use this, a really good website. So as I was saying about the analysts have a lot to do with the stock market and how the price goes, etc. So you can see here, this is the analyst forecast for the next 12 months, right? Yeah. So the median price is 192, okay? So that's really good. It's still underneath that median price. Yeah. If you're buying under that median price, you're in a good position to buy. Yeah. Do you get me?
Because totally. I was wondering what, well, I've seen these graphs and I was wondering what those relate to. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so the analysts have a lot to do with how the price go. And they're the people that are buying and selling the stocks in big volumes too, okay? So yeah, so if I'm buying under the median price, I'm happy, okay? I'm buying at a good price, okay? Also, I look at what the analysts see. The analysts also either put a buy rating on it, or a hold rating, or a sell rating. Do you get me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they put a buy rating on it, it means that it's a good time to buy. It's a good price. They reckon it's a good price to buy. If they put a hold price on it, that means like it's at its peak, you know, just hold it. They're not sure if it's going to go up and down. And then the sell means it's better to sell this stock. It's not going to go up in price, okay, over the next coming months. So you can see here current consistent among 28 polled investment analysts to buy the stock in Walt Disney, okay? So I'm also thinking, see, Walt Disney Plus is doing really well. So I check their news, okay? So I go back. So just use that website. It's really good. I'm just going to pull that back up. So also when I look at the price, okay, you can use Google Charts for this because it's so easy. So I'm looking at 6 months. So I click into 6 months. So I'm looking at the highest point. The highest point in the last 6 months is called the resistance point, okay? So that's the highest it hit in the last year, etc. Do you know? Mm-hmm. And then the support level is the lowest point here, okay? That's the lowest point it's going to go down to, okay? Yeah. Usually the analysts and stock traders won't let it go below that price. They'll buy back and it'll go back up. Yeah. So I looked at 6 months when I bought that. You see here, I bought in a dip. So you have to buy low and sell high. Yeah. So you're looking, patterns is very important in the stock market. So I'm looking at this stock here. If you look over the 1 year, you see it's growing. Yeah. That's a great sign over the long term. And then on the 6 months, I'm looking for that low point, right? So I bought it at 171 there, okay? So I bought it at the low point. You see, like I could see that it went up to 181. So I had $10. If you put the highest point there on Google, just tap it and hold it and pull it to the lowest point. So I'm looking for like 10%, etc., or $10 on a stock like that. Depends on the price of the stock. But I'm looking for around 10% lower than the highest point to pick this stock. Okay, so I seen that is a low point. Okay, so it's a safe time to buy, right? Do you get me?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
You can see here, this is kind of level, so that's a good sign when it levels off like that. But then there was a dip, so you buy in the dip and sell in the when it goes up.
Yeah.
And I knew the earning report was coming out, and I also knew that Netflix, when they had their earning report, their stock price went way up massively. So that's the way I look for stocks. Also, there's another website, and I'll just show you here. So just move this one. Okay, let's move this thing, sorry. Yeah, so there's another website here I use. It's called stockcharts.com. Is this too basic or too advanced, or are you getting what I'm saying?
Right. This is just right, yeah.
That's right, yeah. Okay, so I use this website. So you just put in the ticker. So a ticker is just a shortened name for a stock that they use on the stock market. So I just put in the ticker here. And then what I use here is this graph here, the RSI, okay?
Yeah.
So this just shows you over the time, over a long period of time. Just think of it, there's a line here. This is called the RSI line, okay? You see this line in the middle? Can you see that one? Is it big enough there?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So you can see here, when it drops, so this is what analysts use. This is the technical. So you don't have to get too technical. I'm more of a fundamental trader, but I use the graphs too, obviously with trends.
Yeah.
But you use the technical analysis for the people that are studying these stocks also. So you can see here, so this line here, when it's underneath this line, the RSI line, this is like the average this is, you could say this is what the stock is worth, okay? This line here. So when it drops below that line, it's a good time to buy. And when it goes above this line at the top, it means it's overbought, okay? So it's a good time to short the position, okay? So you can just look at that model there. I'm actually going to try and look for a better website that's free that does it's live, and if I do find something like that, but at the moment you can use this website. So if it drops below here, it's a good time to buy. You can see here it's gone up, Disney, because it's up at a high, right? At the moment, you see here it went way up in price because the earning report's coming out. So it's not a good time to buy, right? Because it's a good time to sell because I bought down here, right? You know, it goes with the price here. Do you get me?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
You see that? And this is very easy. You can use this website. So I bought back here when the price dropped, you know. You see here, these are the candles. You see this point here? That one?
Yeah.
So that's when I bought, okay? When I could see like it was overpriced, but then it dropped and then I bought here. Okay. You can check all of these websites before you buy a stock, okay? And then the last one I just want to show you is for the charts I use Yahoo Finance.
Yeah.
So you just put it in the stock ticker, or put in Disney stock price and just right click on Yahoo Finance. You know how to use these charts, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've looked at them before. Whether I know how to use them or not is probably a different question.
But that's what I mean, Nigel. You don't need to know everything from day one. It might seem a lot at the start. Like at the start, I didn't know anything. But over time, it becomes so much easier. And, you know, it's because the traders use terms that make it more difficult, more confusing, right? But once you learn them terms, it's actually, it's just keep it simple. Stay calm and cool and learn as you go, right?
Many years ago, I sold a business to a guy that owned a hedge fund.
Okay.
In the city. And I remember talking to them about it, and and you're right, you know, they made it sound so mysterious.
Yes.
difficult just because of the terminology.
Yes.
But when you actually start breaking it down, it's like, oh, actually, it's just not that challenging in some ways.
That is very true. Yeah, that's very true. It's exactly the same with trading. And I think that I use the terminology so that before people didn't get into it, it was more difficult to trade before because you had to go to a broker in person, and it was, but now it's so much easier.
Yeah.
Like it's really what the terminology is really, it's easy. Like, like once you get to learn it, it's fine. Like, so I use Yahoo Finance charts. There's live charts definitely for day trading, etc. And I'll watch the Disney stock today. Okay. So I click between the 2-minute and 1-minute chart. Sometimes there's an error with that chart. Okay, so down here is the volume. Okay, so these bars are the volume, right? This means that more traders are trading. You see the volume there of trades. If you click on it, it's 239,000 was bought in that, right? You see that?
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
Yeah. So the volume, the most volume of trades is, as I said, within the first hour of trading when the market opens. So I usually use the 1-minute chart, but I click between the 2-minute charts. So this candle is just a red candle. So this is when people sell it, right?
Yeah.
And this is when people buy it. It's pretty easy. But click through the chart. Sometimes I click through to 5 minutes because you can get too caught up with the candles on the 1 minute, you know, and you can, like, I know from experience, you can sell too early, etc. When the stock market opens, I watch for the first 2 candles, okay, to get an idea of where the price is going to go for that first hour. So if I see the first 2 candles are red, and then the third candle is also red, I know the price is going to go down.
Okay.
Okay. If the first candle is green, or the first candle is red, and then it goes from green to green, I know the price is going to go up.
Yeah.
Well, to an certain extent.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So you get to learn this, like, as you go along. It's all about practice, learning how the markets react to the news, etc. Like, there's one stock I watch every day is Neo stock. Like, I nearly trade this one every day. There's enough volatility in this for me to trade every day. Like, I've learned this stock and how it moves. I watch it every day, and it's very easy. I always buy at the low point, and it's very volatile. It always goes from low to high. But then just this week, it jumped a few dollars. Now it's going from like $60 up to 64. Like last week, it was going from $56 to $59. Do you get me?
Yeah, totally.
So I'm learning the trends, and you get to learn it. So I buy Neo when it's going down. Like, I'll buy Neo today.
Yeah.
I'll day trade Neo. I'll just show you. So just with the charts, it's very easy. You can go through the line. If you don't get bogged down with you get to learn to know the candles. I know it seems a lot at the start, but it's very basic, to be honest. Buy it and sell, right? Well, not saying it's basic, but as you learn, you get more confident in it.
Yeah.
But you can switch through to the line if you're kind of focusing too much on the candles, right? This hops up and down. It's just easier if you, right?
Yeah.
As I said, it's just about the emotions. You'll know when you're in trading with real money. It's you know, you just have to control your emotions. You seem like a pretty calm guy, so I'm sure you're pretty cool. It's all about staying cool on the stock market, definitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions so far?
That all makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just tell you here on Neo stock. So you can see here over the last 5 days, you can see it went up to $64. You see it's a way down here. So it's down 4.3%. That's enough for me.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah, totally.
So I'm buying at a good price. You can see the resistance level there, okay, is about $60 over the last few days. To get me? Neo come out with news here. That's they bought back. They're going to buy back stocks from the initial investors.
Yeah.
So there's 25% of a company, and they're selling their stocks. So Neo's going to buy them. So that's going to come out there. And then next Monday, NEO is going to come out with its earnings for January. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So everyone's into buy because they know the price is going to go up if they come out with the good earnings. But you can see here, I'm following the trends. Okay. So if you see this, the trend is your friend, they say. You can see here, I look for stocks that are growing, okay, over the last 6 months, etc. You see good patterns up there, and then I go for 5 days here, or even a month. You can see here, even better for the 5 days here for day trading. You see this is at a low point here. I'll wait for this. I'll watch this stock, okay, and I'll wait for it to go down. See if it's going to hold the 61 or if it's going to go down. Also, a good tip is that people set their stop losses at a round figure.
Yeah.
To get me?
Yeah, totally.
So people set their stop loss to sell at like 61 or buy at 61. So if it drops below the 61 and it kind of holds and again keeps dropping, you know it's going to go down to the $60. To get me? Usually. But like if it keeps bouncing off the 61, you know it's a good support line. People haven't got their stop loss to sell the stock at that one, at that price. You get me? So that's
totally.
a really good tip when you're watching the charts. So if you see it dropping below the 61, you know it can go to 60. So stay in it, you can get more profit. Do you get me? And same if it drops below the 60, it'll go to 59. Do you get me?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so I'm watching this stock, so I know here that the last few days has been doing well. And with day trading with NEO, it's really easy because you're only in the stock. The less time you're in the stock, the better with day trading. But with eToro, you can only do one or two of these trades a day with small terms. So I'm usually like sometimes I'm in it for 30 minutes, sometimes I'm in it for 4 hours. So I mix it up. To get me? With my strategy, it doesn't matter. Like, and I also with day trading, I only buy the stock if it's going to be at a good price to swing trade it. Also, it's risk management, right? Okay, so like even if I buy this stock here and it goes down in price today, I still know it's going to go up over time. I look at the NEO price prediction, right? So I go to the CNN news here, the money site, and I can check the price, okay? So here, 68 is the median price, right? So I'm still in the good side of it, right? So and analysts have it as at the moment a buy, mostly analysts buy position, right? So I'm safe with the swing trading and day trading. Okay. So if you have any questions along the way, Nigel, please ask because
no, that's all making sense.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Like as I said, it's all about practice. Like because when I started off, I was like you, like exactly the same as you. I didn't know anything. Like lucky enough, I had the mentor. I could ask him questions, and also like if you ever want to comment on any of my videos, I'll answer as soon as possible. Like on anything, like. But yeah, it's about learning the patterns, and as you practice, you and I said, learn the terminology. Another website I want to show you is investopedia.com. Do you know this website?
I've heard of it, yes. I've not really looked.
This is really good. This is definitely, I've learned a lot from this website. This is for your terminologies, okay? So let's say just use Google. Google is great for everything, man. So what is a short position, right? So you type that into Google, okay? And Investopedia is usually in the search results at the first. So use Google to search Investopedia. Don't actually search within the website. So just type in the question and go to investopedia.com, and they explain everything, okay? Like a short position is created when a trader sells a security for the intention of repurchasing it back at a lower price. So you're selling a position, you're betting that it's going to go down in price, and you're buying it back at a lower price, and you're taking the profits. Yeah. So really good website when you're starting off. Like anything at all, just search Google, or if you have Google Voice, you can ask Google on your phone, etc. whichever you prefer. But really good website there. Definitely, I learned all the terminology from there and from the course I did also. Also, what else can I show you here just for the first one? Yeah, so yeah, also news. Very important to follow the news on the. Also, I use Google, but I use lots of websites. So Neo stock price, okay? And you come down here and the latest news articles are here, okay? So Neo posed for further expansion. That was 18 hours ago. So I read this news every day, like. You don't have to read the full article. You can browse through the best parts to get me.
Yep.
And like if there's articles, you can even get a lot from the headlines. But so Neo is entering its next phase of expansion. Last week, the Neo announced its partnership with Healthy, that mutual government in China. So you can see that good news put up the price of the stock. Okay, so news is the catalyst. Okay, so any good news will push up the price. It gives confidence to traders, etc. Like yesterday, Uber said they're going to join up with another company. They bought another company, so the price went up, etc. Like that, you know. So I'm just following the news. So this is all positive news. So I know Neo's going up in price, so it's a safe bet to invest for day trading. So that's definitely use Google for this. Like these are all free websites, and that's what the guy that I'm learning off. He's a very successful day trader. He left our job in IT. He's now like really successful guy at the moment. This is all the tools he uses. He keeps it basic, and I wanted to teach you definitely keep it basic. Like as I said, you don't need to get into all the like analyzing the charts. You can do some trading courses that do a lot of technical trading.
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't need to learn all that technical. Your fundamentals and what I showed you on the charts.
Yeah.
Also,
exactly.
you know, there is fundamental traders, but there is a technical traders, but usually fundamental traders are doing better, to be honest. Well, you need to mix it up, right? Like like 90% is fundamental, for me.
And what do you mean by fundamental trading?
Like fundamental is using news.
Okay, yeah.
Is using the patterns of the stock price. Is using the catalysts. So the catalyst is the good news or the earning reports. So that's fundamental trading. And technical trading is just using charts and patterns that they analyze over the 52-week high, etc., and that do different charts, etc.
Okay, yeah.
But you can see like one of the top traders, Jay Nemesis on eToro. I don't know if you've heard of him. He uses fundamental trading.
Okay, yeah.
So you don't need to know all that technical, because when I started off with a course with technicals, and it was just like, oh my god, this is so boring and etc. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
And it kind of would put you off trading, you know. But then once I started the course and I got in contact with my mentor, I call him now, he's my mentor. So he's I've learned a lot from him, but it's good to learn off from someone that's successful, right? It's the same with everything in the world, definitely.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
yeah, I have lots of videos and stuff I can show you on other. Maybe if we organize other classes.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think this has been a really good little intro.
Yes.
Then I can have a little look at eToro, pick some stocks, have a look through these websites.
Yeah, no, definitely. These are get to know these websites. And like as I said with the news, you just use Neo stock price, click on the news tab, and then you have all the best news companies and investors here. I think
you Google, like day trading, and said, you need to use this website or that website, and there's like a 60 quid per month fee.
Yes.
When actually people on fucking Google.
Yes, Google, I swear. You don't have to pay for these services, okay? Yeah. Everything is on Google, okay?
100%, yeah, I totally agree. That's great.
Like anyone, my mentor, he uses all these services too. He doesn't, I don't think he pays for much, but you don't need to. That's the great thing about trading in this kind of era. It's all about millenniums and all, all the information is there for us, so
yeah,
really,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the ways the world's changed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, I totally agree.
Like before, trading was kept to the traders, like they were keeping all it to themselves. Right? Like, I don't have any problem, but it was much more difficult for anyone to get into trading. But now it's much more easy, simpler.
An old boy stuff.
Yeah, I know. But do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I've got a few questions. So you've covered that one. So one thing I have noticed on eToro, and like you said, I have been doing some virtual trading.
Yes.
Is I will purchase some stocks, but as soon as they're purchased, even though the stocks might be going up, when they're purchased, they might be like a 6% drop on them, so they're instantly in the red.
Right. Yes.
And I'm struggling to understand why that is.
I'll explain that to you now. Okay. Yep. So that is called. So there's no commission for buying a stock on eToro. Yep. But that is called a spread fee, okay? So it's the difference between the buy and sell position, and this is how eToro make their money.
Yeah.
So you can see here it's $189, okay? Yeah. 0.3339 for a buy position. If I go to Yahoo, you can see here, sorry, I'll just bring this one. So yeah, bring this over here. So it's on Yahoo, it's 189.63. Okay, so you're getting less stocks, right?
Yeah.
So it's a difference between the buy and sell position. All right, just explain that. Okay, it's the spread fee. It's so you're paying a bit more for the stock.
Yeah. Okay.
Than what it is in the stock market price.
Okay, yeah.
So it's 0.01% or something like this. Right?
Yeah, okay.
So that's called a spread fee. But when you buy the stock, it's the difference between the buy price and the sell price, okay? Okay. So the sell price here, you can see here, see that difference?
Yeah.
So that's how they make their money. So I probably better explain it like this. So you buy it at 189.39, okay? Yeah. But if you go to sell it straight away, you're going to be selling it for a lower price.
Okay, yeah.
So it's that 40 cents that eToro takes, it's 29 cents there that eToro makes on each stock that you buy. It's a one-off payment. It's just charged once. Is that clear? Is that?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, it's the buy. Yeah. So the buy is at this price. And then the sell will be a bit lower. It won't be the same because that's how they make their money. Okay, so they take that 29 cents of each stock. But I find the spread fees are fine because I have.
Exactly. Yeah. It was just more of a what's happening here. But yeah.
I know. Once you open it up and then you'll see all minus, and you're there. Oh my God. Yeah.
I do think is generally eToro is a really good little website, I think.
Oh no, it's excellent, and like it's really helped. Like I'm a partner for it. I'm not just saying like that, but like it's really good. Like I love the design. It's really well designed. The user experience is pretty good. Like I've tried City Index. It's a UK trading platform, but they charge £10 each time you buy a position and £10 when you sell a position. Yeah, so you need to be investing, if you're doing day trading, at least £3,000 each trade to make a profit, you know. Yeah. And it's all very technical. If you go over there, oh my God, you have to set up.
I had a quick look at that, and it's a very technical website.
Yeah, it's very technical. Although it is good for day trading, but definitely for eToro is better for me. What have you any other questions on that? Also.
With the earning reports, I would imagine on the Nasdaq, they have ones that are a month, 2 months in the future. So have a look at those, and they're there, aren't they?
Yeah, all of the, if you just type in Nasdaq earning report, you'll see all of them. The Nasdaq, I like to trade on the Nasdaq. My mentor trades on the Nasdaq too, only. It's the most volume, like a lot of volume on the Nasdaq 100. Yeah.
Yeah, so if I was looking to go, want to invest in a stock now, but want to know when the earning reports are out, so I could look at like mid-March, Yeah, for see what investment, to see when their earning reports are out.
Yeah, you can have a look if you're interested in a company. You can have a look when it comes out, or you can just type into Google like Disney earning date, and it's already there, and it'll come up straight up. So you can see here the next one is the 2nd of the 11th, so that's today.
Okay, yeah,
so
great. That makes sense.
I'll be looking for that earning report. If it's a good earning report, I'll be watching the stock go up. And I'll probably sell that stock. You buy low, sell high. Do you get me?
Yeah, 100%.
If it drops down again, I can buy it again. Do you get me? But I'm taking that profit, you know.
Yeah, 100%. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then I suppose my other two questions is, you know, what's a reasonable amount to make per day on doing day trading?
Day trading, yeah, it's a good question. I aim for 1 to 3%.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Sure.
Okay. Like some days I make more. I'll just show you here. Portfolio. Like just here, you can see here, these are smaller trades, but like 1.776% on that trade. You get me?
Yeah.
I got 3.77% on that trade.
Yeah.
So like I'm only investing, you can see here I broke it up 2,000, but I'm going to build that up. So if I had 10,000 in there, that would be like 150. There's really good profits to be made in day trading.
Yeah.
But I'm not being, and also you need to be not greedy at the start, okay?
Exactly. Yeah, there's no point, or else.
Like my strategy is safe. You can see here I'm on the green nearly all the time. Like I get a nod. You will when you start. You have to take your also risk management. I'll show you that maybe in the next time we do.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that's it. You know, you got to take the good with the bad, isn't it? So
yeah, but as long as you're profitable, like I aim for like profitable 6 out of 7 days. I aim for profitable 7 out of 7 days.
Yeah.
But
okay. Yeah.
Like, and once I'm getting better, I'm really getting 7 out of 7. But if it's at least 6 or 5 out of 7 days, that's fine.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
exactly,
if you're profitable 5 out of 7 days, then you can move on to real money on day trading.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And my other question is, I suppose, in terms of talking about real money, you know, and there is no right answer to this question.
Yeah.
Because either of us knew the answer to this question, we probably wouldn't be sitting here.
No.
But what do you think? Do you think the market's going to continue being, as you said before, bullish, or do you reckon it will drop at any point within the next period of time?
Yes.
Which is obviously there's no right answer to that question.
Yeah, there's no right answer. I believe it's going to keep bullish in IT stocks, renewable energy. Like I am preparing for a recession, etc. If it does happen.
Yeah.
You can see here, like I read the news every day. Like if there's going to be a drop in the market before that 9:30, before the 2:30 on the day, I'm going to sell all them stocks.
Yeah.
To get me?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Like or I'm going to watch the market. There's two ways you can deal with it. You can sell off all your stocks if you see there's a market crash. You know, there's news for a market crash.
Yeah.
Like it's really easy on the Nasdaq because we know it starts at 2:30 our time, so it's a really good time in the day. To get me, there's a lot of news coming out before that.
Yeah.
So there's two strategies you can do. You can set your stop loss if you want to do that at 95% or etc. But you know the stock can drop by 10%, but then go back up.
Yeah, 100%.
You can do that. You can sell all your stocks if there's a market drop. Okay. But you can see here, I'm already here on this one here, 1,000. I'm already up 24%. So I have lots of room here to sell that stock as it's going down. Do you get me?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I totally get you.
So I'm safe with that. Okay. This one I just started investing like last week and it's already up. So I will sell them and I will sell them and then I will buy them at the low point when the market, the best time to make money in the stock market, well, not the best, is in a bullish market and when the stock markets. So you need to look at the opportunities. The opportunity in a bullish market to make the money, to buy stocks and invest in stocks. But then when the market crashes, that's the time to buy stocks. That
Yeah,
is the
100%.
time to make the money too. You know, you look at the opportunity when the market dips and when
Yeah.
it's a bullish market. So I always keep a bit of money to the side for stocks. I have money to the side that I will use if the stock market drops. So I have got a percentage of my portfolio in a credit union account that I'm going to move in. The eToro, if there's a crash, and I will buy, you know, I'll buy the big stocks, you know. This is a great time to buy, like, you know, so you look at the opportunities, you know, you need to look at the positivity, you know, opportunities. So it's opportunity for me if there's a crash. Do you get me?
Yeah, 100%.
I would go buying stocks, you know, when they're at a low price.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of people make their money is when there's a crash. You get me? And also, I will sell these. I will sell everything. And you see, that's why I love these copy portfolios. They're mixed up with lots of great stocks, but it's easily managed. They're managed by eToros. Like the guy that managed them is over. Used to run one of the largest ETF companies in the world. So, and they've got a team behind them. You know. I actually, it's really good. Like, so these are really good long term. But you can buy stocks like Walt Disney would be a good long term. Like, but it's at a high price at the moment. You get me?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And yeah, that's all the questions I've got.
So definitely, and then, like, you know, prepare for the crash, sell off, and buy when the stocks are low, when the price is low. It's a great time. It's a great time. Perfect. That's where a lot of people make their money. You know, you can set your stop loss or etc. if you wish.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's it. Like, I've not got any questions, but I suppose my only other thing to say is, obviously, thank you. That's great, and I've got some notes. And I'm going to go away and I'll play with eToro over next week. So I might drop you an email again to have a chat, either maybe late next week or maybe the week after.
That's fine, yeah.
And then we can go talk a little bit through other bits, like I said, risk management, and I will probably have more questions by then.
If you have any questions, you can email me, or like anytime on the videos, you can leave a comment or anything like.
And then we work on the videos as well. I think they're very approachable. I think to what a lot of the other eToro ones are, like you said before, they're quite technical.
Yes.
I think they tried to make it a lot harder.
A lot more complicated than it is. You have to keep it.
Harder. Yeah, complicated is the right word, not harder.
Yeah.
A lot more complicated than it necessarily needs to be.
Like, I learned from my mentor. Like, I'm not going on my own track here. Like, I've learned from his experience. He's very, very you know, he's successful in what he does. So. Like, he keeps it basic, you know. People, as I said, I did that course before and it was so complicated, it nearly put me off it, and I was like, oh, this is not. Definitely. I'm trying to make it easy, and it's good that I made the videos at the start, because it was kind of when I was learning too. So I kind of put out stuff like that would be basic, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think and I appreciate that, and I think the videos are good. So well done on that one.
Definitely make more videos.
So you'll email me your PayPal, and then I'll email you back maybe next week, and we can arrange something for the week after.
Yeah, arrange something for the week after, and then if you want me to go over specific things, I can make out a lesson plan if you want to add that into the email. If not, I'll just go through the videos with you that I have from the training course, etc.
Yeah, I think that's great. That works really well, and thanks for that. That's really cleared up some of my questions.
Yeah.
And especially about finding information and picking stuff. And great.
Definitely.
I will go away and do a bit of research.
Definitely, yeah. Well, good luck with it, and like it's a really great time to get into trading. So,
and whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Dublin. I'm from Cavan in Ireland originally, but I live in Dublin.
Okay. I've got family at Uri, and my girlfriend's family live up in Bangor, up in Northern Ireland.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I work at IT, so like I'm working from home at the moment, so it's really nice. I really like it. It gives me more time.
How long have you been working from home for?
Since last March. Yeah.
And how long do you reckon you'll be working from home for?
At least another year. And I don't even think we're even going to go back to the office full time. Maybe 2 days a week. If even we go back to the office, I can do everything from home.
Thank you very much for your time. That's much appreciated.
That's brilliant. Yeah, it was a pleasure. Okay, I'll see you the next time, sure.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, thank you very much.
Your email. All right, see you, Nigel. Have a good day. Bye. Thanks for watching, guys. If you'd like more of these videos, please like and subscribe. And if you'd like to sign up for eToro, please use my partner link and you'll be supporting the channel in the description, or go to buystocks.ai. See you on the next video.